So we're gonna move on to our next trailer. We are gonna do the Black Widow. Give me 2 secs.
So, as y'all know, the Black Widow movie, slated originally for sometime last May, kept getting pushed back by the whole 2020 situation. And then it kept getting pushed back because they didn't want to step on any toes and lose money because they were determined to try to put it in theaters.
Yeah, that was their fault.
Yeah.
And that's how it's like they got greedy, and now they gonna take a L.
Yeah.
That's what they get.
And even now, this is like the very last like Disney Plus premiere thing, I think. At least a lot of the stuff I've been seeing them talk about isn't going to be
That failed for them. So let's hold on. So first off, before we start this, if anybody in the chat, if we got anybody that's not subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, and please subscribe to the channel if you watching and like our content. But
and if you're already subscribed, go ahead and drop a link, share us to some friends if you on a Discord or something. Please, we appreciate you.
Yes, and so we're gonna talk about this Black Widow trailer now. They dropped the Black Widow latest trailer in Friday, I believe, and what they was talking about with this was this supposed to came out last summer or last spring, I think, and so it's been made for a while, and because of the pandemic, they kept pushing back, and they wanted a theatrical release, but everybody was wondering, are they gonna do that or are they gonna do that? And what really changed their mind, because this is coming out on Disney Plus, it might be going to theaters too. I'm not sure simultaneously, but they're going to do the whole $30 thing on Disney Plus, and HBO Max is really messing that whole thing up. The Disney Plus is trying, or Disney's trying to do, because Warner Brothers said, "Hey, we're going to give you if you got a subscription to our app, we're going to give you all these blockbuster movies for free for the whole year." That changed the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's making Disney look bad right now.
Well, and I'm wondering how much of this is like Disney, like full stop. How much of this is like Marvel Studios? Because all of the Disney animation stuff has been coming out with this premiere thing, but the Pixar stuff hasn't.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm wondering, is Marvel Studios the ones hardlining this, or is it Disney?
Well, I think it's Disney. I think Marvel just they made it. They wanted to go to theater, but it's like because of the changes that's been made, the pandemic made things change up a lot, and the streaming platform for a whole year of blockbuster movies on streaming, people are going to miss that. Yeah. I think people next year when it's like everything's just gonna go straight to the theater, people gonna be like, man, what's up with the streaming? I think a lot of people gonna be clamoring for. We want the option to watch it at home.
I think it's also this is gonna be a proving ground for all these different streaming services. Why should I go out of my way to have your streaming service? Mm-hmm. You only put out so many shows a year. I could just get you for a month, binge all of that, and be out.
Right.
Or are you gonna make it worth my while?
Yeah.
And this is how you make it worth your while, is by letting folks just come on. If they have your service, they get your movies.
Yeah, right. And I'll be thinking, that's what I'm thinking, like, I hope Warner Brothers win this, because I really want that. I want the option to just get the app and stream it.
And I'll be perfectly honest, it's not even having to pay for it that bothers me. Is that you want me to pay you $30?
Yeah, it's even right. It's even
I'm not
higher
even gonna
now.
own it.
Right, and that's another thing. It's not. It'll stay on your. It'll stay on there.
But like, if I quit the service, I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't get it. Right. So they failed with that Mulan, and now this
Raya didn't do very well either.
Yeah, that Raya Dragon movie or whatever, which nobody even heard of that. I heard it wasn't bad, but it wasn't worth no $30. But. So they're gonna try it again with the Black Widow, and I'm looking like this. Look, learn from Warner Brothers, because the subscription count is going up like a mug. Yeah. Learn from Warner Brothers And I wouldn't care if the app price go up a couple bucks. If you start giving us good blockbuster new movies, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So let's watch this trailer and see what we got. We want to see if they're going to give us a little more footage. So we're going to check out this Black Widow trailer, and then we're going to have a little discussion for it. So Black Widow trailer number 2.
Thing about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes. Choosing between what the world wants you to be. And who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
All right. We talked about a lot about the streaming service and all that. Let's talk about the actual movie. What you think about that, Black Widow?
I mean, not seeing too much new there.
Yeah.
A
little bit.
A little bit of contextualization, as far as her relationships with the other widows.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsie daisy. I guess a shot at what she looked like as a kid.
Was that her?
I like it was either her or one of the other two
Okay.
that she's working with in this movie. Got a couple of decent looks at Taskmaster. Still not a fan of the look, though. I did find out the reason his helmet looks like that is apparently in China you can't show depictions of I guess like skeletons and stuff like that, so they can't do the full skull mask even if they wanted to, if they want to make money over there.
I was about to say, China don't tell them what they can do or can't do.
No, I'm just
I know
saying,
they looking for that China money.
They're
though.
trying to get that China money. I wish they had just done it CG so they could go in and replace it, but
Yeah, that wouldn't be too. That'd actually be smart. They should do more things like that. Things they could do for different markets.
Yeah.
They can do different
because I
versions.
remember like there was a time back in the day, like certain video games like Soul Calibur, if like in parts of Europe and Asia, they would
'Cause
cut
you
out.
couldn't have no nunchucks in.
You couldn't have nunchucks, and you couldn't
in UK. or
in
something.
UK. You couldn't have samurais in Germany, so they would cut out Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur,
Wow.
and they put this European dude in his place. Same fighting style and everything. Just
Just
yeah.
no summarizer, which I had no idea of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, it looks cool. It had a lot of footage from previous footage. I was about to say, no, y'all ain't about to just give us shots from Avengers and all that.
But we
Like,
put a new voiceover in.
yes, no. I was about to boy. Hey, my going off meter was like going up, and then they kind of.
You were about to pull a Mr. Furious.
Yeah, I was about to let them have it, but
Anger rising.
they came in, and start throwing some other
Yeah.
footage in there. I kind of liked the new footage on Taskmaster. I don't know if they do anything, but he kind of looked like he was on that ass.
Yeah,
It just looked like every time they make a move, it's kind of like how Winter Soldier was in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Every time they make a move, he on that ass like white on rice, and they barely escape.
So I do hope that he does have actual characterization because it would.
I doubt it.
It
I
would
bet you
bother
just
me
have
so
him
much
pop up
if
and-
he's just a lackey.
I bet he is like a Darth Maul character. Just he a badass, but he don't really have no personality. I know.
You know what?
And then you got to wonder what happened to him, or did they end up killing him at the end?
Just kill him
This
off
is
like you did
before-
everybody else.
Yeah, no, because they killed off the Crossbones.
Yeah.
And like, okay, you kind of established the character a little bit. He was in the previous movie, and now he's dead.
Then you had a good stunt / action actor who can actually give you good lines, but
Who playing
I
Taskmaster?
have no clue.
I guess it don't matter. You could just put a stuntman in there.
I guess it's like until we figure out who we want to show on camera, nobody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he always wear a mask. We don't know what he looked like.
Yeah.
He has a hologram thing that can make itself look like different people. Well, I seen his in his comic
Yeah.
because they gave him a little anti-hero
Yeah.
comic or whatever.
Like he's effectively their Deathstroke.
Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, it looks cool. They got this. I don't know. Was that supposed to have been her? I guess that was her dad or whatever.
I mean, that's Red Guardian.
Was that young David Harbour doing that? You
Yeah.
could be.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
Because he looks weird on that scene. Let's see if I can find it. Like, they gave him the thick eyebrows. I'm looking like,
Yeah.
is that him?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
God damn. Anyway.
He looked like an albino Hellboy.
Yeah, he definitely looked like somebody from a comic.
Man.
But-
yeah. Like, I'm not against this movie. I'm not as for it as I was when I first found out they were making it. But
Yeah.
even back then, it was too late.
Yeah, it look okay. How you like? Hold on. As we do, we go back and look.
Oh.
Superhero landing.
Hey, but they didn't do a hair flip.
No, but she did she still did the head nod though.
I know.
It's two things you can do. You can do the hair flip, or you can you look up slowly. And let's see, did she do that?
She did the slow look up.
Yeah. It's like, come on. She don't know that these are old tropes or something, because she still be doing the power slide too.
But you know what? And this is like why this is starting to bother me more and more. She just slammed down onto a catwalk. All these trained and armed soldiers.
What's that?
No, and they working on that Metal Gear AI. What was that? Like no one's even pointing a gun
nothing.
at her, let alone firing. Like I get it, but come on, man.
Yeah, ScarJo is not she's not out of shape, but she never was a physical
No.
actress before they cast her in this
She was a
role.
face.
She looked good, but then I'm saying like all her roles was like drama. She never
Yeah.
really did this. So it's like her mannerisms, she's trying to get more into the action
Yeah.
motif, but then now it's kind of a cliche. Everything she do is a cliche because she don't naturally have that action
Yeah.
presence.
And she doesn't have the physicality of her character.
Right. So they get a stunt double that really favor her in body size,
Yeah.
but her mannerism is way
'Cause, like-
off, way different from
like,
her
'cause,
stunt double.
Right, so,
and I
like,
can always tell immediately.
I'll compare, like, if you think of, like, Ed Skrein from Deadpool, who played Ajax. Like, he can actually move, like just the way he stands, the way he walks, the way he runs is like that character.
Yeah.
Like, because he's not supposed to be this hyper-trained, next-level super soldier-esque mercenary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a guy who can fight.
Yeah.
She does not come off as a, super spy by the way she moves.
So yeah,
So you got her posing, and then it's the stunt double.
it looks cool, and we just gonna wrap it up. What's up with that blue hair? Is
I
that
don't
something
know,
in the
man.
comics with blue hair?
I don't
It just looks weird. I thought it was a boy, but whatever. Anyway, it's like, okay, we're gonna wrap up this movie, and it looked like got some good stunts. There's a cool little scene right
Yeah.
here.
With
This little shot
in
here.
the red room with all the.
I would like to see more of that too.
I'm actually really looking forward to see, because like they have a lot of up and coming stunt actors that they cast. for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Which I would like to see some of them get a shot.
Yeah.
Because some of them got chops. It's just
Yeah.
the fact that they was Hollywood is always the face. You know,
Yeah.
who got the prettiest face? Who got the now it's like if, for these action movies, I wouldn't mind if they cast some stunt actors that actually can act.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And I'm hoping more of them like get jobs out of this, if not in like with Marvel or with Disney, then with other studios. So,
Yeah.
okay, I see you can walk the walk, and I see you can talk the talk. I've got a movie you'd be great for.
Right. So I like to see a little more of that. Like her backstory to me is more interesting than what's going on now with her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it. Look like they're going to kind of go back and forth or whatever. But yeah, it's a good wrap up. Black Widow died at the end game, and it was like, damn, they did her like Black who? They was like, what was her name? Natasha Romanoff. What about like at the funeral? They just like didn't even acknowledge her.
Yeah.
And when
No one
Tony
had
Stark died, it was like, Tony died. Goodbye. Hey, what about Natasha? Who?
No, Vision got more of a goodbye than Natasha did. She dropped off of a cliff, so I got the stone, guys.
Right, she
That
died
was
for the
it.
stone, and they kind of like forgot about her.
Yeah, man.
So
Disrespect.
they owed her a movie. And this is her movie. It looked like it's some good action. It's got to be on human level.
Yeah.
Don't go too far with what they can and can't do, but we'll take it. Just to get something cool.
Just a spy thriller or action flick.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That part in the air is like, okay, there might be some physics being broken there, but I will allow it to see some good action.
If Ethan Hunt can get away with
Allow it. All right, so that is our reaction for the Black Widow trailer.